Good afternoon. It's not even 5 o'clock yet, so I'm going to call it afternoon. Welcome to Macomb High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time live, presented by MDH, as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time live. A little early start tonight and a reverse of how things work, kind of. We're starting with the varsity contest at 5 p.m. tonight, and the reason for that is there is a choir concert of some capacity here tonight at Macomb High School, so some of the players for Macomb have to be in the concert, so they have flip-flopped and started early so that they can take part in that, which is really cool. I've been doing this sports thing a long time. I've not ever been a part of teams doing this before, so I think that's really cool to see that happen. It is, however, affecting, as you can kind of see on the far side, the crowd. Hopefully that means you'll see some more people here in the chat. We did share the link a little late, so hop in, like and share the stream if you would. If you have not done so, become a member of our subscribe members. Looks like we are going to do the national anthem, so we will take a break and we'll come back after the national anthem. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And just like that, welcome back. I lied to you, not doing a national anthem. Somebody may or may not have dropped the microphone and it wouldn't play the music. Now I'm going to see if they're even going to do the starting lineups. I don't think they're going to, because of the microphone not working. So we'll be a little different here tonight, folks. It is only varsity and JV, and I currently am by myself. John Burton going to be here a little bit later, so bear with me as I struggle through the start of this by myself, but I'll do my best. So it may be a little bit different, a little wider than normal, so you folks can be sure to see everything, but I can still watch the game and tell who does stuff as well. On the floor for Havana, the varsity team, number 5 is Josie Hughes. That's a name you've seen and heard a long time. She's a senior. Ava Kramer is number 12. I believe that's number 8, Katie Miller. The libero is 0, Willa Towery. Going back to serve, looks like it's going to be number 10, Lily Porter, for the Ducks, and they'll serve things up first. The scoreboard will get caught up as I can do it, so bear with me on that. I'll keep track of it for you here. As there's a dare, it's going to go to Luke Karen, and on the attack, it's blocked up, dug up, pushed across. Stortsom is there. Back row attack coming from Adair into the net, dug up. That's 4 hits and a point for the Ducks. So I'm going to take the scoreboard down for the moment, just so you folks at home don't get to have a problem with it here. And don't worry, I'll get back to it in a second. Tipped across. Robinson with the dig. Now it goes out to Lucaron again. Dug up in the back row by Porter. Now into the net. Tipped back over. And a kill for Kelly Ladd on the block. And it's going to be a side out. Quinn Rexroth going back to serve for the Bombers. Treble on to serve. It is going to be a free ball sent across. The dare is there. Outside it goes to Lucaron. Blocked. Dug back up. Back out to Lucaron again. Dug in the back row this time. An overpass and a kill by Hines makes it 2-1 Bombers here early in set number 1. Tipped across. Lucaron was there. Bump set. Back row attack coming from Adair. Dug in the back row by Porter. Set comes near side on the attack. I believe that was number 1, Kramer. Hit by Hines. Out of bounds, no touch. And it will be Ducks serving now. Coming in to serve is going to be number 7, Lily Snowden. So Snowden in to serve for the Ducks. Tied at 2, 2-2. Lukarinen's there on the serve receive. Back set back to Lukarinen. The attack dug and an overpass. Lukarinen hits it back and another pass to the net. Tipped over this time. Robinson is there. They come middle on the attack. Dug up, pushed back across by Lukarinen. Now this one's going to be tipped across and it's going to fall. A little campfire defense you don't see very often from Macomb, and the Ducks lead 3-2. Ducks early in this one very scrappy. Unconventional volleyball a little bit here to start things off, which may be giving the Bombers a little problem. And there's another tip by the Ducks on the second ball, and it's a 4-2 game. Havana with the lead. Rexroth set, outside Hines, and trouble with a little miscommunication in the back row. That was trouble for Snowden and Towery back there. So it will be Bombers back to serve, trailing by 1, 4-3 here in set number 1. Lukarinen to serve now. Outside it goes, and a kill on the far side. And going back to serve now, that is number 8, Katie Miller. So Katie Miller gets the point on the kill, and she serves things up for the Ducks. 5-3, the Ducks lead. Adair now is going to drive one home. Jackie Adair gets the kill. Robinson will go back to serve, and it's 5-4 Bombers, with the Bombers back to serve it up one more time. Once again, please like the stream if you would. Hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Robinson's serve is inbounds on the line. And Coach sitting right there looking at it. I don't think agreed with that one completely, but it is a point and a 5-5 tie now as Robinson goes back to serve again. An overpass. That one is tipped down for the Bombers. Number 17, Madeline McClure gets the kill on the overpass, and it's 6-5 Bombers back to the lead. They led 2-1. That's the only time they've led here in this one. See if Robinson and the Bombers can open it up a little bit here. And an ace for Robinson, and the Bombers lead by 2, 7-5. Ties the largest lead of the game for either team. Ducks led by 2 earlier at 4-2. More problems with serve receive. It's hit across, dug up by Lukarinen. Hines went to get it. Going to be a free ball by Adair. Blocked at the net, and into the net goes Hughes. So it will be a point for the Bombers, and they're up 8-5 now. Robinson still serving. She's served 4 straight. Near side tip, blocked. Dug up by the Ducks. Off the block, Robinson's there. Rexroth outside to Adair, off the block. Oh, what a dig in the back row by the Ducks. Tipped across, Robinson's there. Rexroth tries to do the dump and doesn't get it over the net. Dumps it into the net instead of over the net, and a side out. It's 8-6, Bombers with the lead. Ducks back to serve. Madeline McClure with the hit. It was blocked. Lukarinen from the back row. In the middle on the attack. That's number 20, Ashlyn Melman. And she had to block. That one falls. A point for the Bombers. And a side out, 9-6. Kate Stortzum coming in to serve now for the Bombers. She's back off there to the left side. We'll get her on camera. And an ace for Kate Stortzum. Once again, I'm running the show by myself at the moment, folks, so bear with me if the camera is not as good as normal. I apologize. Scoreboard will be up as soon as my help gets here. John Burton is coming, but he had to get out of class at 5 o'clock. So Adair's blocked out of bounds. No, it wasn't out of bounds. Robinson went to get it. And either it was inbounds or it was out of bounds and she touched it. I'm not sure which. Side out, 10-7 the score. Bombers with the lead. And a service error as the ball goes long. It'll be back to the Bombers. Going back to serve will be Jackie Adair. She serves things up with her team leading by 4. Trouble with serve receive. Going to be a free ball, and they do get it across. Bombers with it now. Near side, McClure on the attack. It's dug up. They'll go right side, out of bounds for the Ducks. A point for Adair. And a lead of 12-7 for the Bombers. Another little difficulty with serve receive, but they are going to get an attack out of it. Robinson pushed across, dug up. Stortson with it. Rex wrote, sent that one across. She's in the front row, so she can do that. There's a big hit that time. I believe that was number 20, Ashlyn Nemelman on the attack. 12-8 the score on the side out. Nemelman going back to serve now. Tip, not going to get across. Wanted a quick from the backside, I think, did the Bombers, and McClure couldn't get there and tried to bump it across, but it was too close to the net. So it's 12-9. Bombers still with the lead, now by 3. Middle, McClure out of bounds. A hitting error, and it's a 2-point game, 12-10. Robinson went down to get it. Outside, Luke Harrinan on the attack. Tipped across, dug up. That was Kramer on the dig. Free ball comes across. Adair is there. Tipped across. Tipped back across by the Ducks. Now it's going to be dumped across by Rexroth. Off the block and down. A kill for Olivia Kramer. And it's a 1-point game, 12-11. And the hero of the moment has found his way to the gym. John Burton is here, so I appreciate him. We'll get everything caught up here. Give him a headset when he gets a minute. Sorry about that, folks. It was still turned on. As there's a side out. It's 13-11. Bombers lead by 2. Back to serve is number 16, Emily Westerholt. And she's going to get a service point. Bombers up 33 again, 14-11. It's actually 14-11, 12-14. Side out to the Ducks. So it's 14-12. Ducks trail the Bombers by 2 here in set number 1. Nice pass to Rexroth, middle to Lucarina, and she tips it across. It's dug up. Great defense this far by the Ducks, and there's a block by Ladd and Rexroth on the attack by the Ducks. It's down and in. Want to say hi to Joy Baker saying go Bombers. Grandma Joyce and great aunt Judy say go Jackie Adair and the Bombers. Judy Marvel watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Jackie's playing pretty well so far. There's an attack by the Ducks. Number 12, that's Ava Kramer. And tipped up and dug up by Towery. Blocked and going to be dug up and going to get it across by Adair. Good hustle by the Bombers. Now to the net. It's going to be a bump as the set was too close to the net, and the Bombers are going to get the point. It's 16-12 or 15. It'll be 16-12, right? Yeah, 16-12. Scoreboard on the official scoreboard caught up. More trouble on serve receive for the Ducks. Pushed across. Robinson's there. Outside, Lucanen drives it off the defender. That was number 10, Lily Porter. And a point for the Bombers. They lead 17-12, and a timeout called by the Ducks. We'll take one as well. And we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
And welcome back here to Macomb High School. A little different timing tonight, John. And thank you for coming as soon as you got out of class.
Yeah, absolutely. I was scheduled to do this game at 6 o'clock start time. Dwayne sent me a text message this morning. Hey, it's going to start at 5. Well, I'm in class till 4:45, and then it's a 10-minute walk to my car. So got here as soon as I can, but we're here now enjoying some Bombers volleyball. So we walked into the gym. Is a little closer. I walked in. Must be a good luck charm because now the Bombers are up 5.
Yeah, they're never going to want me to be here again. Just send John all the time is what Coach Rexroth's going to say. There's another serve by Rexroth. That's not Coach Rexroth. That's Quinn Rexroth, the player. And she gets another point for the Bombers, and it's 18-12. It was all about the fact that the Ducks were just scrapping everything across. They really weren't playing like system volleyball. There's a let serve. Like system volleyball, they're pushing the second ball across. They were doing, and there's Lucanen on the attack, and she's going to get a sports corner kill. But it was like the odd stuff that was keeping the Bombers out of system and off on their heels a little bit. It seems like they've settled down to that a little bit now. Rexroth, who served 3 in a row, serves that one out of bounds, and a side out as the Ducks have a chance to crawl back into this now, or waddle back in maybe. 19-13. Was that too much?
No, I think that's just enough.
Rexroth back set. Lucanen from the right side, dug up in the back row by Towery. Sent across to Robinson's there. Rexroth out to Lucanen. Off the block, dug by Towery again, but out of bounds. A kill, a sports corner kill for Catherine Lucanen. And she leads the Bombers to a 20-13 advantage here in set number 1. Took a little longer to get here than I think the Bombers would have liked. And, dropped that one short. That looked like a changeup almost, didn't it? Just took something off of it.
Yeah, and you see that every once in a while. I mean, just perfect placement for that ball. Just climbed over the net, and as soon as it kind of broke that plane of the net, just took a nosedive straight down.
Coming in for the Bombers is Nika Daitner, replacing number 10, Jordan Hines. So Daitner will play right. She normally plays middle, doesn't she?
Yeah, I believe so whenever we see her out there.
Cross court, out of bounds. Jackie Adair with the hitting error. And there was about 2 Ducks who tried to take a swing at that. Both of them missed it. And luckily for them, it went out of bounds. Jump serve with a drop on it. Out to Adair, off the block, dug up in the back row. So they're out of system. Going to push it across. Adair is there again. Quick, back set to Daitner. Tipped across, and that's exactly what was causing the Bombers problems earlier. That was Lily Porter with the tip kill, and it's 21-15. Who is that back there serving? Number 5. Is that Hughes, number 5?
I can't see the number on there.
I believe it's Josie Hughes, number 5, back there serving. Kelly Ladd got it into the net, no call, and she'll get a sports corner kill and may have gotten away with a bit of one there. Back to serve will be Kylie Robinson. Near side. Blocked up and over. Pushed back over. McClure pushes it back over. And McClure is going to get a sports corner kill. It's 23-15. Bombers 2 points away from a set 1 win. Once again, thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports. All of our sports brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. There's a dare on an attack. Near side is Hughes. So it's not Hughes back there serving. It was not, I should say. And then McClure drives one off of Lily Porter, I believe is who that was. Is that number 10? Nope, number 7, excuse me. Lily Snowden. And it's set point for the Bombers and Kylie Robinson. And again, treble, an ace for Robinson and the Bombers, and that's how set 1 ends, 25-15. Bombers get the win. It was 12-10, folks. It was all Bombers down the stretch of that one. We'll take a break, and we'll come back for the second set. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to Macomb High School as the Bombers and the Ducks playing an early varsity match here tonight. 5 p.m. start it was. We're done with set number 1. The Bombers get the set 1 win, 25-15, as you can see on your screen. And we are set for set number 2. The Bombers, a bit of a tune-up here, John, for what I think we did the first litmus test, which was the Illini West game at Carthage. Then we did the next big one that everybody was excited about, Southeastern and Macomb. Now we've went up the food chain another step. I think tomorrow night QND hosts the Macomb Bombers, and the Bombers still undefeated, having not lost a set all season. So I think tomorrow night's the big one that everybody's looking for. Maybe the Bombers overlooking these Ducks a little bit at the start of this one might have maybe what kept it close.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it really kind of feels like, I mean, that's one of the games that everyone has circled on their schedule when they get them at the beginning of the year, Bombers versus QND. And as you mentioned, the Bombers have had a couple tests throughout the season. Illini West was one of them, past that. Here against Southeastern the other night, pretty competitive in the first set, and the Bombers really took over in that set number 2. So up to this point on the season, every test or every challenger that has faced the Bombers that we think, oh, maybe this might be the game, Macomb has really stepped up their play. And again, we kind of saw that a similar thing before Macomb played Southeastern against Bushnell to what we're seeing here tonight against Havana, a close first set. So maybe they'll replicate what they did in set 2.
And a hitting error to start things off, and the Bombers have a 1-0 lead, and Rexroad has the first point. Yeah, it's you know, it's hard to keep playing when you're losing everything, but it's got to be hard to keep playing hard when you're winning everything, too, and an ace for Rexroth. I mean, I've never been in a situation where I've went this long without losing a game or a match or something, but you would think it would be hard to look at certain opponents and say, okay, we got to come out here and play our best game.
No, absolutely. I think that absolutely could be the case. And again, tomorrow night against QND, you expect the Bombers to show up in full force, maybe conserve a little bit of energy here tonight if they don't really need to, you know.
And there's a left-handed slide to the middle. Now outside to Lukarinen, off the block, and down it goes. A sports corner kill for Kathleen Lukarinen, and a Bombers lead 3-0. QND doesn't have an easy test tonight, though. They've got Southeastern in the house, which I would have liked to have covered if we'd had enough help tonight. That would have been a good one to get our eyes on as well, probably. So they've got 2 big games in a row, do the Raiders of QND. Both of them at home, though, so that's a help. Tipped across, dug up. Adair's going to have it. Robinson's going to send a free ball across. Here's going to be a quick in a minute. It wasn't a quick. I think the middle wanted a quick, and it ended up being a high set. There's Lukarinen off. Oh, how did she dig that up? But she got it, and it's going to be back across. Now backside to Hines, off the block, and down it goes. Jordan Hines with a sports corner kill, abusing the block of the Ducks. And if you're looking at the scoreboard, it really wasn't 2-0. That's why we're still playing. It was really only 1-0. Rexroth, another serve, an overpass, tipped down by Holtz, who's in the starting lineup, and Cadence Holtz gets a kill. And a sports corner kill for her, and it's 5-0 Bombers. The first couple points were pretty fast. The last 2 or 3 have been a lot slower. There's a big block, but out of bounds. A kill for Havana. And number 8, Katie Miller, as she used the block to drive it out of bounds. And it's the first point on the board for the Ducks. Nice serve. Robinson's there. Back set Lukarinen from the right side and down. A sports corner kill for Catherine Lukarinen. That was Lily Porter on the serve. Lukarinen now back to serve for the Bombers. An overpass, and Jackie Adair was hungry, as Ned Eckert likes to say. She gets a sports corner kill. You're feeding the Bears when you throw that over like that, and Adair was there to growl, drives it home. And Lukarinen back to serve it up again. Rexroth outside, no, middle again on the middle slide, and Hines is going to hit it out of bounds. And it's coming in to serve for the Ducks, going to be number 7, Lily Snowden. 7-2 Bombers with the lead here in set number 2. Well, that ball just looked like it was going to be trouble off her hand, didn't it? On the serve.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it kind of took a little bit of an interesting trajectory off her hand. It kind of almost looked like a knuckleball, just kind of like floated around over the net there a little bit.
Lily Snowden gets the service point as that ball was pushed out of bounds, and that landed in. Yes, it did. I thought sure that was going to sail out, and so did Kylie Robinson, and somehow it just dropped and landed right on the end line. Snowden back to serve it up again. This time middle is Hines. Tipped over, off the block, pushed back. Now it's pushed back again. Robinson's there outside to Jackie Adair, and she'll drive home a sports corner kill. Off the block, and down it goes. The Bombers lead 8-4. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this, but it looks like to me that playing a little unorthodox might be the way. There's an ace from Robinson. She served out the match to end set 1, and she's trying to start early and do it here again. But I was going to say maybe a little bit of playing unorthodox volleyball might be the Achilles heel right now for the Bombers. I mean, I know they're leading 9-4, but I bet 2/3 of the points have come on unorthodox play by the Ducks. That's a hitting error out of bounds by Hines, who's gotten ahead and underneath several balls here and has a few hitting errors down the stretch. It's 9-5, and the Ducks serving it up again. Adair drives one off the block. It's pushed across. Back set Hines from the right side this time. It's dug up. Bump set. Push. Blocked down. McClure drives it home, and it's a block for Madeline McClure, and the Bombers lead 10-5. Kate Stortzum comes in for Jordan Hines, and Stortzum back to serve it up. Not sure that got touched. It got touched again. Adair drives 2 straight overpasses right back at the defense, and finally the second one goes off the block and out of bounds. It's 11-5, Bombers with the lead. That's a net serve. So a service error, and it's side out. Going back to serve, I believe, number 12, Ava Kramer. Robinson, Rexroth, Adair. Sports corner kill for Jackie Adair. She's kind of came to life this trip through the front row for the Bombers. Timeout going to be called by the Ducks. They'll have 1 timeout remaining, trailing by 6. This game being brought to you tonight in part by Ronnaby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ronnaby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And Sports Corner at 124. We'll be heading up there after the games tonight. They are letting you reserve outside and indoor tables for the Western Homecoming Parade this weekend. So send them a message on Facebook or like their Facebook page. I believe they had a phone number to call there as well. Not sure if it was their regular number or not, but I bet you could call the regular number also. But if you want a great spot to watch the Homecoming Parade from, Sports Corner at 124 would be the place to do it. Macomb's Western's Homecoming Parade tipped across there by Rexroth. Blocked, dug up. Outside, Lukanen drives it down in the corner. Sports corner kill for Catherine Lukanen. The interest in the Leatherneck football team has grown a little bit in recent days. John, they had a big win this weekend in Charleston.
Yeah, absolutely. Leathernecks have been playing great football here this season. Obviously, they started off the season a little bit slow, but as we found out, as teams start winning some games, they played some really tough schedule to open up the season.
Yes,
that maybe you wouldn't, I think so, when you looked at the schedule at first. But they picked up 2 big wins in the past couple weekends, looking to make it a third. And yeah, I mean, Western football they snapped one streak and they started another streak, 2-game win streak for them.
Tennessee Tech, I believe, who's coming in this weekend, a very good OVC team, so they're going to get a litmus test of OVC football here in a hurry. We've said that a lot tonight, haven't we? Or at least I have. Luke Kiernan, it's going to be touched a couple times, won't be a kill, but it's not going to get across either, and it'll be a side out back to the Bombers. And McClure will come out. Westerholt will come in to serve. Holtz will be back in the front row. She'll be there with Rexroth, who will be playing right, and Luke Kiernan will be on the left. Westerholt back to serve. She's in there with Stortzum and Adair also in the back row. There's bumped across by Lily Porter. And then Rexroth dumps it across. Sports corner kill of sorts anyway, 16-7. Bombers with the lead. Westerholt to service point, back to serve again. Drops that one real short. That was about 5 feet past the net. That's just tipped across, but out of bounds. I don't know that I've ever seen an overhand serve drop that close to the net.
Yeah, that thing barely creeped over the net.
She was at the circle where she got that. That was crazy. Tipped across. Stortson, back row to Adair. And she'll drive a back row attack for a sports corner kill for Jackie Adair. Coming into the game for the Bombers, going to be number 18, Jordan Shootman, junior defensive specialist. Used to work with her mom. Yeah, she was my boss, I guess. Does that mean you work with them? There's a hitting error out of bounds.
It depends on the boss. Some bosses you work with them, and some of them you work for them.
That's true. Well, Jesse was one you work with, I think. She's probably here somewhere, I would imagine. Dallas is. Well, if Dallas is watching, I haven't heard anything out of Dallas for a while. I haven't seen him. He was on the road. There's a service error, and it'll go back to the Ducks. He's been quiet in the live chat of late. Last time I talked to him was in the live chat as he was on the road for work. I haven't seen Jesse tonight either, so maybe they're both here hiding somewhere. I'm not real sure. Oof. Catherine Lukanen drives one home, a sports corner kill. And a side out. I don't know if that's technically a kill, but it went off the defender so hard, I'm going to give her one anyway. Quinn Rexroth back to serve now for the Bombers. 20-8 the score. And an ace for Quinn Rexroth. A better pass, attack outside off the net, dug by Lukanen. Rexroth's going to send it back to Lukanen on the far side. And another point for the Bombers. Almost a sports corner kill for Lukanen. 22-8, the Bombers have been in control and continue to be in control of this ever since it was 12-10. The Bombers have not really let the Ducks have much luck of anything. Ella Hare coming in to replace Lukanen with the Bombers up 22-8. Another serve, deep right corner, ace. And that one didn't even get touched. (23-8) the score now. And Rexroth serves it into the net. A side out for the Ducks. I believe that's number 10, Lily Porter, back serving now. And an ace for the aforementioned Lily Porter. As, Jordan Hines not meant to be in serve receive, and out to Hines. Dug up in the back row by Towery. It'll be a free ball sent across. And there is just two normal starters on the floor right now for the Bombers. Hines is a starter and Rexroth's a starter. Holtz starts sometimes, or has maybe once or twice in games. So that's where we're at with a little communication issue here. Ella Hare with the attack. Pushed across. Shootman's there. Rexroth middle to Holtz. Blocked down. And a block for number 8, Katie Miller. And it's 23-12. Heading to Sports Corner after the GAV contest. John, there's Hare, going to tip it across and get the kill. Ella Hare, a Sports Corner kill. I was going to say, John was like, we need to get this game over. The faster the game gets over, the faster what?
We get to go eat.
That's right. That is correct. 24-12, match point for the Bombers. Hare back to serve, and she serves it into the net. Match point will have to come on a side out if we don't go to extras now. Coming in for the Ducks, number 16 is Aiden Klein, and Aiden will go back to serve. Drops it in. West. And a kill on the far side by the Bombers, number 19, Addison Fox. And that's going to be how this one ends. 25-13, so 25-15, 25-13. Bombers get a two-set win over the Ducks. And because I was running camera, I didn't keep stats, so we'll end this one quick. For John Burton, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching this varsity contest. We'll be back in a few minutes with the JV contest. You've been watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.